We're playing, if you remember the people across the court here, we are playing Metro Black.
It's okay if you don't, because I didn't either.
Which we played in Tennessee at...
No, Indiana.
Indiana, that's what I said. At the Central...
Tennessee, Indiana, they're all the same, I think, right?
Yeah, they joined.
All in
we
the
played
same country.
them on day 2.
Aren't they part of Canada?
I think so. We played Metro Black on day 2, and we had a rough day and lost to them, which we shouldn't have. So hopefully they have a little better showing today, and we'll bring it to them like we should.
All right, so we have Rachel, Nelson, and Gabby in the front row with Jasmine, Barra, Cam and Barra in the back row, and we're ready to go.
Metro starts us off. Cam. Gabby from the right side, picked up in the back. Pushed over the line.
And a ball on the court, and that won't matter. So that's like that never happened.
Yep. It's a nice little warm-up. If I got a chance to...
This thing makes it so sensitive. I got this thing way off my face, and I can...
I think you're sensitive, Steve.
I am. I'm a sensitive new age guy.
Cam. Barra? Rachel this time.
Off the block. It was a tip. It was clearly a tip. Here we go again. Wow. First point of the day.
Will put this into play. Straight over, picked up by Gab. Barra. Nelson will half shot there. Jazz. Gab rolls that off the tip and down. Going to tie us back up.
1-all.
1-all. All for one. Alex come in for Gab. And she will serve. Hopefully our serving is on point today. We're having a little rough day serving yesterday for us.
Yesterday was like a normal team serving. And
yes. Quite a few service errors, which this team normally does not do. We have...
Oh, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have, as we spoke yesterday, we have 5 girls over 90. Well, before yesterday, we had 5 girls over 90% serving. So.
And everybody was over 82%.
Where'd I go? There you go. Alex. Rocket down the middle.
I think drops straight down.
Get tipped over, and Cam just doesn't get to it. They better be looking for the tips. I'm sure this team remembers us.
Been watching game tape.
Tippy. You're going to have somebody ready for a tip and somebody back for the hit. There's a tool off the block.
3-2. Little half Nelson there. Not really a full Nelson.
No, just enough of a Nelson to get it out. Cam back in the middle, picked up by the libero. Short to the middle.
And that's right in your own home here.
Right into Nelson's head. Little Nelson's.
We did not lock down, just so you know.
Oh. Probably need to do that at some point. Maybe if we get a timeout or something, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll end up on the other court. Hit from the back row. Good block by May.
Rachel goes off the tip and out. Hopefully they saw that one, and they did.
Yep. She saw that without even looking at the line, Judge. Make sure if you're going to tip it, do it right close to the ref. So she
Make sure if you're going to tip, leave at least 20%.
Right.
Unless the service stinks.
Ooh, there's a dive. Talking about the serve, actually, it was a dive. There's a dive to pick that serve up as well.
Eddie, it's cold today.
Would you like me to warm you up, Steve?
Eddie, it's cold outside.
Cam on the right side. Out.
That's yanked sideways.
Thank you very much.
I'm a little surprised to snow this morning.
Yeah.
I picked my wife up the airport at 10 last night. It was sleeting when we got home. So how's that not a lift? We'll take it, but
nice tip by
8-2.
Mabel. That's a good way to play that ball. Ball went up and kind of hung on the net. So Mabel was like, let me just take care of that.
So we are in the gold. Well, we're going straight through to gold. This is a seeding pool.
See if we're getting the seam there on the. Not quite. Close enough. Got through the block. I think she was expecting that to be picked up on that block.
So 8-3 here. The big storm is coming Tuesday, from what I hear.
That's what they say. It was supposed to come last week too, and then it wasn't. Bear to the outside. Jazz off the block.
That off the block and out. That's what you like to see. Ed just hit the thing.
Tim, the toolman Taylor. Gonna have Neela coming in and Rachel going out. See if we can get some of those rocket serves going. There's one. Good hit from there. Kind of an awkward play, and she's able to get a hit off that.
Jazz
tools that off the back.
10-3.
This is much more like what the Metro game should have been like last time we played them.
What most games should be like.
True.
Still have another notch to find as a timeout called by Metro.
Timeout.
The score is 10-3. Good guys, good gals.
Let's lock this baby down while we got a couple moments. We can readjust after we screw everything up.
Oliver, hit that right here, this thing.
Thank you. All right, now we're viewing court 12. No.
Probably.
Right.
Is there a good game over there? Maybe we want to watch?
I don't know. Every time I look at the Twitch, I get a different game. I don't know.
every time you twitch?
Yeah. Until I try to check the feed, I got somebody else's game. I'm not sure how that even happened.
Well,
I don't even know whose game it is.
It's a message.
Yeah. Nobody wants to see us. We're even watching somebody else. Neela the Rocket. That'll be her first ace of the day.
Ace, baby.
It's our third ace of the day.
Planets seem to be more aligned today.
Well, planets need to align the further we go, so going to the outside, way outside, off the antenna.
Off the antenna, can't do that. 12-3.
I saw that get pushed so far out, I was hoping that wasn't going to come back across. Picked up in the back, pushed the outside.
It's out.
Smacked the net. Regardless.
Doesn't matter, it's out. She was so far late on that, she pulled it right out. She tried to hit it down the line, and that, if I remember correctly, that's their player.
What, 9? Or no?
This one right here, number 5 or 6 or whatever that is. Lefty.
Picked up by Barra. Cam. Jazz. Deep in the back as they run into each other.
14-3. You had a feeling yesterday if you went 3-0, you could get on a good run here because of the way this was going to work out. So we got
Screamer down the back.
Reseeded, and we're the top seed in this pooling bracket. 14-4.
Metro will put this ball into play. Look at that. Number 6 is their player. They keep it going to the outside.
Well, I think they're trying to avoid the block because if you remember correctly, most of our blocks came from the middle.
Right. She's got under that one a little bit too much. Swung around it. Created that issue into the net.
So 14-5.
Oh, Barrett makes that playable. Free ball by Kim. That's out. Long.
15-5. 3 games, by the
Actually,
way.
I think that was the player.
To 25 today is what I think I saw.
Yes.
So if
Oh,
you
we have to play 3?
I think you it's best
I
2 out of 3 to
yeah,
25.
2 out of 3.
I didn't see anything about the last one being 15 though.
I'm pretty sure it probably is. We'll look it up.
Let's hope so.
Barra?
Gabby,
Gabby.
good adjustment
Somehow
there.
she made an adjustment to get that down.
Reached back over her head and yanked it right into the floor. Good
That was
job, and it's 16.
Quite an adjustment to hit that ball and keep that in the way that she did.
Jasmine deep.
Picked up by Cam. Barra, just off of the front of her platform there.
16-6, not wearing the right platform heels.
Nope. It's hard to run those platform shoes.
That's coming right over here.
Yeah, it says 2 of 3 to 25-15.
Okay,
so
I missed that.
Usual.
Yeah. It's about normal.
Normal.
Got my Mountain Dew Zero this morning, thanks to Doc Nelson.
Doctor providing your medicine. Picked up by Neela. Pushed to the outside, right side. Mabel
Good job.
off the block. Well,
17 to 6 Southsiders.
It may be a good thing that they saw a different team last time because I don't think they're expecting what's going on right now.
Nelson in for Camry. Mabel to serve.
This Metro is a pretty good team. Push. Barra.
That's unfortunate.
Yes. Good job by Neela to be right there for that tip. Gabby off the block. Roll shot. Neela. Heck of a play to keep that up. Jazz has it.
Oh, they're in
the net.
Called by the first official. 18 to 6. And another timeout by Metro. That'll be their second, so they are out of timeouts.
I would have to assume we'll play this one out.
I would assume they have no choice.
Well, I'm assuming we're not going to have to take a timeout.
I'm assuming the same. One can only hope, Edward.
I can only hope the quicker we get this announcing part over with, the better. I don't know if you noticed, I didn't see it until on the way out. You mentioned the back corner concession stand was a High Point Drive-In.
Yes, sir.
If you walked out the front as you were coming around the corner from where we were yesterday, that front one right near the door, Steve's Dogs.
I saw that. That's not a big jaunt from where we're sitting today right now, buddy.
There's a hit from that outside, or that middle, I mean.
Barra.
And it's not going to make it.
Keep going. Good effort there.
It was a heck of a play. If Jazz could have got under that a little bit better and got a better direction over that might have actually kept going and stayed over.
Cam comes in for
Did you?
Mabel.
No, never mind.
The libero. Gabby, good job. That hit the antenna off the block, and that's going to be our point. She pushed it, tooled it off the block, and then they tried to block it off the antenna. You can't do that, apparently. So Neela will go out. Rachel will come in now.
Picked up. Push to the outside.
And blocked by guess who?
Not coming back.
Another block by Nelson Roofing Company.
Nelson Roofing for all your south side roofing needs.
For the right price, she'll go anywhere. Anybody
not going to make it.
20 to 7, 21 to 7.
Yes,
right?
21
I
to
missed
7.
The point. I thought I missed the point.
I will have to say that I would, kind of like us yesterday, I think this Metro team is a little bit out of sorts.
Well, I mean,
we could pick up.
Stayed in a hotel last night. It wasn't a Holiday Inn Express, apparently.
That is correct. I mean, we could see a different game this second game.
I was going to tell you, I wouldn't.
Not counting them out,
yeah.
but this is definitely not the Metro team we've seen in the past.
Well, we don't know what
21-8.
We don't know what that was either, because I would argue we didn't probably play our best volleyball either.
No, we didn't, but they were looking pretty good in that game. If you're curious, you can find that game on our YouTube channel.
I'm not.
Rachel, good hit back in the back left.
Oh,
That kind of came off her hand weird.
Yeah,
I don't know how Barra got that back up.
Job. Oh, and Nelson's
Net.
in the net.
You can call them
Both in the net. So does that make it a replay?
She doesn't know what she's doing.
So
What
both of them
just
are in
happened?
the net, but we're getting the point.
Okay.
I thought that was a replay if both people were in the net. So 20,
Alex?
22-8. Alex in for Gabby. Add that to the list of things I've seen but don't really understand at a volleyball game.
I was going to say the list of things you've seen and don't
That list is
understand.
long and distinguished.
Yes.
And
There's another one by Nelson.
And
And again! It's like you didn't like the first one? I'm going to give you another.
Blocks are 2 for 1 at Grandpa Pigeons today. And it's 23-8. Thank you, ma'am. May I have another?
Alex.
I'm telling you, they're going to...
Out.
24 now. It's set point. 24-8. I'm telling you, that's going to alter the game. When you get somebody blocking in the middle.
They're not going to want to be hitting. To make her think twice about hitting.
That's
I thought that was going to short.
right
That's
there.
it.
Ace on the... And so 25-8 is how we start the day here with your Southsiders winning.
This is much more like the way we should be starting the day.
That was a good volleyball game by the
It
Southsiders. Probably not the best effort from Metro, I would expect, but
I would expect a little bit better coming on the second game, most likely.
We'll take it.
Oh, look. First game of the day.
That didn't take long to consume all the water. But see, this is smart right here. He brings the big water bottle so he can just fill it back up. This guy right here, he knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's got. That's right.
This ain't his first rodeo.
If he thinks this is a rodeo.
Poor guy, he works here. He has to come here on his days off.
Although I'm sure he'd rather be here today than on his other days. Although by being here, he is missing the broadcast, so that's, the unfortunate
that's
part.
a positive for him.
That's probably why he came, so he'd have to listen to this.
Nice crowd today on a Sunday morning. We've got Touchdown Jesus up here with us.
That's right. You notice, it's got a packed house. All the seats in the upper bowl are full. I don't think so.
Up there.
That's okay. It was worth a try. So we can try to pull some stats up here and see if I can say something. I can say a lot of stuff, but it doesn't mean anything's going to be. I don't even know how you get stats on this. There you go. Look at that. Look at some stats from yesterday.
None of them makes much sense.
So we'll talk about yesterday a little bit here.
Eddie, tell me a story.
So yesterday we served, believe it or not, we served 87%. But the opponent served 89%.
I got to be honest with you. I wouldn't have thunked that.
I wouldn't have thought we'd have been that high. Yesterday we had a rough day. Our highest server was 92%.
And by the way, if we have a rough day and we do it at 87%,
yes,
that tells you something about our expectation levels.
I can tell you one thing, if I can find it. Nelson was on a tear yesterday. 17 kills.
How many blocks did she have yesterday?
She was hitting a 470 yesterday.
That's crazy.
In blocks, she had 4.
Only 4? Well, problem is you don't get credit for a block unless it results in a point. So she had her hands on a lot more than that.
All right. So nobody knows where they're going. We're trying to figure that out.
I don't know where I'm going, but I still know where I've been. Everything's music related to me. So we have Jasmine, Neela, and Nelson in the front with Bera,
Setting.
Alex, and
Kamari.
Kamari in the back row as we start set 2, which we need to reset the scores on. Sorry about that.
Not Steve's best game.
Never is. I'm
Trying
not
to
sure
set
anybody know
expectations.
my best game because they've never seen it.
It's a well-guarded secret.
Yes, it is. I got my hair did yesterday.
Oh, look at you. No.
And that is in.
Yes.
An ace.
Wasn't too sure where they were calling
Gotta
that
be
one
honest
at.
with you. Thought that might have been out, but hey, we'll take it. So
I will say it was close, so regardless.
we're still waiting on the.
There
For
it
whatever
is.
reason, whatever court we're on, the ball disappears a lot.
We have a magician. I think the ref is a magician, and she just makes the ball disappear. There's a rocket down the left side. That's gonna find the back corner. That's gonna tie
3.
us up.
That is 3, Eddie. 2 yesterday, 1 today, buddy.
Steve's save percentage is
I was stretching this morning before I got here.
getting ready for it.
Yeah.
Alex, Farah, Jazz out of the left
Cool
side,
as that.
outside, and that's not coming back.
2-1. Southsiders. And Kamari to the bench for Mabel. Temporarily as Nelson comes back to serve. She screams
Screams
one.
one in the back. Picked up by Alex.
Interesting.
Get a little whiff that worked. Oh. Nice hit by.
Oh, hello.
Another lucky fan.
3-1. Yeah, I did catch what you were throwing to me.
Yep. Nelson?
I'm trying to get over that.
Gonna do this again.
I need to move on from
High
that,
hands.
don't
Outside. Off the net. Good pickup by Alex. Jazz rolls that in the back. Middle's gonna push that back
Well,
deep.
there's your change right there.
Yep. She's not hitting.
Off the block.
Tip. Outside.
And that's one.
And another lucky
That's
fan.
your other change. Everything's going to try to over the block.
Over the block because they've been blocking
concerned about the block, so
they've been blocking the poo-poo out of them. And the funny thing is, the blocker's back here serving.
yeah,
They don't even realize that part.
doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know.
High hands. That was a scrim. That's out of bounds, and it's 5-1.
That's the one thing. If I was the coach, I'd be like, "You're the one that's blocking y'all is serving.
Well, and I
hit the ball."
promise you that our team knows stuff like that because we talk about it on the broadcast. Okay, well, this is this rotation. This is what we got to watch. And I know that our kids do because they watch the film. That's a great serve right there. That right there is specifically caused by what's going on in the front row.
Yep.
She tried to dunk that around Mabel, and Mabel was right there for the block. And she didn't want any part of hitting that.
And she was trying to push it down low. That's why she went off the net and not over the net. That's gonna be a rough pickup. Free ball.
Watch this. She's gonna cream one right down.
Bring it.
And they're in the
Tip.
net. They're in the net.
They're in the net.
Neela drew the net foul. Good job by
Neela
getting up
there. Close and trying to do that server push. I call that the waitress.
When you're aggressive, you can pull the other team out of it, and we're playing very aggressive today. Nelson continues. That was a little high. I think they kind of figured it out. 7-2 now, and Nelson will go sit after what, 4? 5 in a row. So Camry's back in libero spot, and it's 7-2 Southside. Good job by Cam.
Off the net. Way to stay with it.
Great
Good job by
Jazz
off
the block and get the point. It's 8-2. And Gabby will come
Gabby
in to
coming
serve,
for
and
Neela.
Neela will go out.
That's interesting. Screamer down the back right. Outside. Down the line, picked up by Alex. Bear to the outside.
Jazz goes
Jazz
down the
goes
line
down.
and in. 9-2. Must ate their Wheaties this morning. I have not had breakfast this morning.
Had me a little bowl of frosted mini wheats.
Oh, Dark 30. You'll be regular. Oh, Dark 30 comes early, boys.
And it does. Nice play by the setter to pull that off the net. Barra push that out. Jazz is going to punch it over. The hit off the block.
But they're there again. I mean, 9-3. They got the point, but they'll remember that.
Yeah, she was there. She was just off a little bit.
Went off the right side of her hand.
And changed direction so the back row player couldn't get to it.
Number 6 is in the game. Let's see if this alters a little bit. They've changed their lineup and have gotten her away from Nelson. Little does she know we've got
more.
Yeah, Mabel. It ain't gonna matter.
Alex, Barra, back
Slide,
set.
Mabel, good job.
Ooh, just out of the reach,
out.
Alex.
Yeah, there was a touch there. I would
Yeah.
agree with that. So
Yep.
9-4. I didn't know if they would call it, but it was a
I
good
didn't even
call.
look. I just assumed it's 9-4.
There's the
dunk.
Thank you very much. Oh,
The
Bear's
block,
there, but off the right hand again. So 9-5, the Dolly Parton score.
9-5. We got to close that block up and get that block squared back.
As long as your runs are longer than their runs, you're pretty good shape.
Alex. Barra, outside Jazz.
Job by Jazz.
Right over the
Cuts
middle.
that right off the platform of the middle or the back row DS in the middle of the court and off her platform and out. So 10-5. Jasmine comes back to serve, and I think there was a sub. It was Alex out.
Alex
Rachel
out, Rachel in.
And there's
Big
Bear.
block by Barra.
Little Bear.
Little Bear block.
11-5.
Jazz. Down the back middle.
Oh,
Big block.
The Little Bear with the big block.
That's where you got to get that block
and
on.
a timeout.
They're first.
You want to get her away from Nelson? Here, take this.
Well, see, and that's the thing is you got to get that because she's up there swinging, especially on the hard swing like that. The blocker that's strong. That's exactly why she called the timeout to talk about this. She's like, we've got to do something. We cannot get the ball through. Barra went off the outside of Barra a couple of times there. They're going to keep trying it, but
she squared up there, and it was just straight back down into the floor.
And it was double. Both of them were there.
Little Bear with a big block.
So there was nowhere for her to go. There was quite a wall.
There was no room in the end.
There was no room in the end. That is correct. For little
Jesus. Little Jesus, little baby Jesus. They go outside.
Big block by Rachel.
Incredible. It doesn't matter where they send it. Somebody's blocking.
Mabel cleaned that one up and put it right down the open side.
Rachel blocks it back. They send it back, and Mabel says, I
don't know if did you see the Metro when she blocked that? Everybody just deflated at one time.
You got to be kidding me.
Roll shot. Picked up by Kim. Barra slides.
It's all right. 13-6. We had it covered just a little bit hard off the block.
Yep. It looks so good.
In addition to our serving, if you had to ask me the one area that's picked up during the beginning of the season is our blocking.
Yep.
It's so much better than it was last year, and it's honestly better than it was at the beginning of the year.
Right.
May.
Off the block.
They were there again, and they altered the shot. Unfortunately, they put it in an open space. It's 13-7, but they are not wanting to hit right now.
No.
And your best blocker is still sitting on the bench, which tells you how good everybody else has been. May tried to cut that a little too hard, and it's 13-8.
You get back to our game, and
well, that was in system. It just she tried to cut it.
No, she does. I mean, he hit that ball, try to tool that block down or out, rather than trying to go that far outside. You're not going to get out.
Do the same thing and same result, 13-9, and calm down here. Don't need to make the perfect shot. Just need to make a shot.
Right. Coach Lee has a little advice for Rachel there. Telling her where she thinks best place to place that ball would be.
That was a good spot for that.
Yep.
Causes a tip, but off the platform, and
it's a 5-point run.
Southside, 13-10. So you knew they weren't going to go away,
but you had them back on their heels, on their ropes.
Right now,
you got to keep them back there. You can't let them start coming back up.
Right now, they're getting a little lucky too with some of their shot placement. So you got to give them that credit, but. You know, it's 13-10. You get a point here. It's a 14-10 and start another little run. I think you're still in control.
Definitely still in control. But I think the issue that we've seen on the last couple of plays is that Metro is rejecting a lot of the stuff we've been doing, so they're trying to change it up. What you've been doing is what's gotten you here this far. Keep doing it.
Well, the whole thing's a game of adjustments. They're starting to adjust a little bit now. We'll adjust to their adjustment and see how it goes. So we're back, ball and play.
And then they're going to adjust our adjust to their adjust with our adjustment.
And
Barra?
Look at that. Barra tools it right off the middle blocker down for a point. It's 14-10, just like that. And Nelson Roofing Company back in the match here.
Face save, couldn't stop it.
You got some pretty good blocking talent in the front row right now with those three.
Yep.
There's thank you very much. So 15-10, ace for Cam. This is a matchup I think I like to see. To see how they try to hit against this front row of ours. Another little shank there. This one stays in play. Dumped over, set her out. Cam back to Barra, who puts it off the block. That's our setter, folks. This will go outside to Rachel. Too tight. She
punch
throws
it down
into
the line.
Corner, and they are in the net. So we will get another point. It's 16-10. Uncharacteristic mistakes. We didn't see these in Indy from this Metro team, and they are making them.
I've noticed over this year especially, it seems like when a team starts getting the net, they just keep hitting it. I mean, it's like they're off.
That's a great serve right there.
Like they're off by just that little bit that they're in the net versus being able to stay out of it.
Rachel cuts one down. And there's Nelson, and they're in the net again. And that's forced by the fact that Nelson's in the front row. They know she's going to get the ball, and they're trying to get it tight. Before it hits her.
Right.
So
and then they try to force that block forward, and the ball doesn't hit them, and they end up in the net.
When you are altering the way your opponent is playing, that's pretty good.
Jazz. Free ball by Cam. Pushed. Barra.
Short set.
Nelson.
Right play, but this time
nobody was there.
Backfired, yeah. If it goes over the block, you know it's going to be a point. But
well, if somebody was there to pick that up, you could have had them scrambling too.
It's all right. It's 17-11.
Yep.
Up by 6. Getting late here in the second set. Overpass, but that's okay because she made a great play to get that.
Off the block.
Good run by Cam.
Free ball by Nelson.
Good job by Gabby. Or Gabby, sorry.
I know.
I get mixed up.
Oh.
Missed the point. 17-12, but that was a good chicken wing there. Because that ball was going to hit down, and they had no chance.
Right.
Those are the points you got to get, though. When one of your teammates sacrifices for something, you got to go get it.
Hands by Jazz.
Rachel. She puts it off the tip. That'll be a touch. A point.
It's
18-12. Might have been in anyway.
She said it was in.
So Neela in, Gabby out. Barra will serve for the Southsiders. Little Rach bomb there.
Barra put the ball into play. Deep in the middle. Push the outside. Net.
Again.
Yes.
19-12.
They've had to have at least 6 net violations in this set alone.
Down ref. The second ref called that one. Much to the chagrin of the Metro coach. It's 19-12.
She's got to be frustrated at this point.
Yeah.
Metro's a good team. Short in the middle. This hit picked up by Barra.
Nelson was there. Barra picked it up. And
There's a big hit by Neela. Comes over free. Cam.
Outside to Rachel. She goes to Gabby's corner. Picked up. Nelson got a piece of that one. Rachel throws it back
Rachel's
to the
in the
back.
net. Oh, they're calling her.
Net.
Okay.
Holy cow, 20-10.
I sure thought that was
Rachel was, but I think they were first. Yeah. 20-12 here.
That was a good play earlier by Rachel to two-hand that over the net. Because depending on what this ref thinks.
That didn't come over. That didn't come over, and they were there. Neela was there that time, and she did get a hand on it, but it didn't quite make it over the net. But still, there's another kid that's blocking.
Depending on what this ref thinks, Cam came off of her feet to set that ball, and that would have been an illegal attack had she overhand hit that ball.
Well, we won't tell her.
She didn't. She two-handed it, so we were good. So I think it was a smart play. I don't know if she did it because of that or that was just her play.
Reach bomb.
Reach bomb.
That
Not
one ain't
coming
back. 22-12. I think Barra might have took one in the peepers there.
Poked herself in the eye or something.
22-12 now. Commanding lead here for your Southsiders in set 2 of the first match, day 2 here. 3-day President's
Deep
Day
left.
Tournament.
Now
That
outside,
is over,
that's
clearly
long.
over the block. To Nelson and Rachel there, and that was
23.
the Oakville
12.
combination right there to attempt the block, and she hit it way over the block. So 23-12.
Down in the back right. Outside. Off the top of the net. Barra.
Another
Rachel off
bomb,
the.
but
Oh, they blocked it back, and then Neela just couldn't.
23-13, but that's okay.
Yep.
Keep doing it.
Came across so strong, Neela just couldn't redirect that ball when it came over.
I think she goes down the line there. She might have had a tool out, but
Yep.
she chose to try to go cross, and it went off the block. So back set Rachel. Another Rach bomb. This one she pulls across. Dug nicely.
Got by Cam.
Nelson
Long.
a little high. 23-14 now.
You know, and I don't think that ball that was coming across had quite enough to get out. So Neela had to try to play that.
Oh, no question. No question.
It would have definitely dropped inside that line, I believe. I don't think it would have carried all the way outside that line.
9-point lead.
That
one might have. 23-15. If it's at your head, you're that deep. Don't like giving up free ones.
Should not have to jump to play the ball in the back.
Yeah. Although we've seen that happen before.
Yeah.
When you think it's out, it ends up going straight down.
Well, that's the ball. At this score, you've got to play that ball and not take that chance.
Nelson's there, tooled off the block and out. And it's 23-16, the 7-point lead.
I mean, at the score that way, you can take that chance that that's going to drop in behind you.
3-point run here by Metro. They had a run earlier. The good news is if you can just get the next point, you got 1 point from set match point. Rachel goes
Reach
down the line,
that's going to be out.
pushes it out. 23-17, 6-point lead.
I'm trying to figure out which one's the other power pool. Is it 14?
I don't remember.
It's right next to us.
Might be.
I'll look in a minute.
It's going short set. Nelson
Nelson.
left hand. That's going to be a
That'll
point.
do one.
And it's set and match point now for your Southside team.
And we got
Rachel will be out. Alex will be in to try to close it out here.
Alex is
Goes
screaming.
a little
There
long.
goes long.
24-18. This will be set and match point number 2.
Because it was set point, that's why we couldn't.
Yeah, we did yesterday. We're 3 out of 3, I think.
Well, we have a couple of days of actually doing it. We're not going to be able to keep that streak up. Alex, Barrow, Jazz
will
right down the middle. Outside off the block.
Guess who?
Picked up.
I'm just going to say block, and you guys can fill in the Nelson.
I say block. You say
Nelson.
Jazz. Where's that?
Back
Barrow,
to
Jazz back.
Roll shot.
In the middle. Tip picked up by Barrow. Kim.
Mila, she finishes it off.
That'll do it.
Redemption is ours, and we get it 25-18. So good start for the day for your Southsiders here. Taking match 1, 25-8, 25-18, right?
Yes,
so
it was. Yes, 25-8, 25-18.
Good morning for us so far. We got about 45 minutes or so. We'll be back at you. See ya.
See ya.